Finally, the day is over and I'm going to sleep. Good night, everybody.
But hey, remember when you tried to participate in that class? Come on, you seem like an idiot.
Shut up and let me sleep! Hello, my Tinder viewers. I have another weird question for all of you. When you go to sleep, do you do it normally, or are you like me and get depressed for 1 hour before actually falling asleep? Because today I tell you the reason why the hell we regret everything in our life in the middle of the night. So sit down or lie down, however you want. Feel comfortable and enjoy this video because it's all made for you. Let's go. First, the obvious part. Throughout the day, we make hundreds of decisions. What should I eat today? What clothes am I going to use? What video should I watch right now? Which anime I'm going to watch later? And so on. Even for little things, you are still choosing. And this choosing activity leads to a lack of energy. Thinking, should this be good? Could there be something better? What if I do this instead? And you end up tired at night. But if you are tired, what do you have energy to judge yourself? Well, you should be tired enough to stop thinking, shouldn't you? But our brain has other strategies. Despite the fact that the part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, and this one over here that is the one that makes you think rational. It's very tired. Guess who takes the lead now? Come on, guess. I know you can do it. Is it your stomach because you feel hungry? No. Is it your bladder because you want to pee in the middle of the night? Not at all. No. It's this cute little thing that makes life more complicated. The amygdala. But this time 10 times stronger because your defenses are asleep. Okay, enough with that, sorry. But well, remember that our brain is half animal. So it tries the best strategy to avoid dying. Not to win or in your life. No, to avoid dying. And that strategy is, well, every time is just checking what you did wrong to force you not to make those mistakes again. And to be sure that you never forget it, it makes it emotionally intense. So that's why you should sleep early. If you stay awake, you will feel depressed. So fix your schedule. You must sleep early. But why there? There's more things to explain. Why does this happen mostly at night and not at noon? Even if you are tired at noon, do you not feel it as hard as at night? It doesn't make sense, right? Well, it does make sense somehow. It seems like it doesn't, because we are humans. We are used to sleeping at night and being active during the day, the normal thing. So even if you are not tired, you could get those memories, because your brain makes the biological action. If it's night, we are not going to act, right? Because at night we can reflect, like in a video game or anime or movie or something like that. Everything feels so good in the plot, like in the middle of the movie. But in the end, you feel that it affects you somehow. The same happens with your brain. Your mind thinks it's the end of the day and starts its reflection activity. With that, we get the best scenario to remember our past embarrassing mistakes. It's like in the middle of a training, like you are one more rep, yeah, another one, yeah, I'm so strong, I can do 100 more, but I guess this is the best I could do today, yeah, I'm so proud of myself. And you curl your biceps. But at night, you start to think something like, I could have done one more. Fuck. My muscles are not going to grow because I didn't push them to the limit. I lost the whole day. At least that happened to me. I don't know if that happened to you. But the point is that you are paying attention to a content that demands attention, like training. But at night, you don't have to pay attention too much to your context because you're doing nothing. So you start to remember things that happened in the past because your mind is not busy. Actually, that is why physical activities or hobbies can help with depression. Because if your brain is paying attention to something specific, you cannot get depressed at all. But if you are the brain to think, it will. Because your brain, it's a brain, it thinks, So it could tell when you leave it with no limits. So pay attention to that. But we always have some extra related information. There's always science in this kind of videos of mine. So, me. So there's one thing that it's called the Seisogar effect. I guess that is how it is pronounced. But never mind. It is said that when you have things that you haven't finished yet, you will think more about them. And, that just makes sense. And that just makes it more complicated because you start to see all the mistakes, making a lupus of bad thoughts. And of course, our brain is made to notice bad things more than good things. That also explains why we look down on ourselves. Because just seeing the good part in the real world or the natural world would be a huge problem and we would end up dying. But we are not in a real world anymore, right? But well, it's okay. Now, there are some strategies that could or could not be helpful for you. I mean, that depends on who you are, but well, here they are. First, you can write everything in a notebook. Why? Because it is a way to put your thoughts inside your head. Many people do it, so don't feel bad about it. I mean, writing a diary is not something girly. Let yourself do it. Second, you can get a timer and say that you're going to reflect or whine about yourself, but only for 10 minutes. No more, no less, just 10 exact minutes. Why? Because after those 10 minutes, you are going to sleep immediately. Got it? Why? Because if you allow your brain to think, but just in a short period of time, it will be satisfied. It's like when you are doing something and you want to slack off and you say, okay, just this minute. But the difference is that you are going to do actually in those minutes, no more, no less. So put your effort. And the last thing that I'm going to tell you is that take a shower before sleeping. I mean, a cold one, right? I mean, I guess it's obvious. But well, why take a shower? Because when you take a shower, you relax. Your body gets relaxed and you start to feel a bit better, okay? Besides, if you are taking a shower and you start to think something bad or judge yourself, stop there, okay? Just say to yourself, it's okay. Just forget about it. Forget about it. Well, keep your bath slowly. Clean yourself well. Everything. I mean, everything. It's everything. Your legs too, okay? Don't be lazy. And if you want, you could do some stretching before sleeping. Remember that Kira Yoshikage does 20 minutes of stretching before sleeping. And he sleeps like a baby. So yeah, that helps a lot. So please take care of yourself. I know those bastards are a pain in the ass for you, but you are stronger than them. But if you don't believe me, I'm going to prove you. And you are going to prove to yourself too that, well, you're better. So give your best to be better. You will see that I was right. If you fail, don't worry. Remember, the important thing is not failing. It's about stopping what you are doing. But, well, try not to make so many mistakes. But don't blame yourself if you fail either, okay? So, my Sender viewer, now you have the right information to tell the other why we get so depressed at night. I hope you liked this video. This was one of my main ideas that I had left, and I guess I will be more later. I still have like 1 or 2 ideas left before I run out of them. So, well, as always, take care of yourself. I give you a virtual kiss and a virtual hug, and see you later in another video. See ya!